Everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Content Crossing, a internet podcast that takes place in the world of Animal Crossing. My name is Toph and I am your host, and today we have a very, very special guest, someone who I have known for 5 years, actually. We got a photo on Facebook. I got reminded by Facebook recently that her and I met for the first time 5 years ago, almost to the day. And she is an amazing content creator here in Japan, and I am very excited for you guys to meet her. So come on out. Sharla, please come on out.
I really hope I'm walking into the right room. I'm just gonna wander around your house to the
And we can hear you
yay!
now. Yay!
There you are.
Hello, hello.
This is so cute. Oh my god.
Your character looks adorable. I mean, you look adorable.
Aw, thank you. I put on these dangly things from the festival and just never took them off.
I mean, I think they suit the pink hair. If only you could have this kind of pink hair in real life all the time. Just
know, right?
naturally.
That would be amazing. Thank you for having me. I'm
Of
so
course,
happy to do this.
I'm really excited that you are the first guest.
Yes.
This is the podcast room. You're the first person experiencing it.
That's so cute.
The cool thing about this is every episode I'm gonna change the theme, but it's always
that's so fun.
Yeah, and it's always gonna match. It's always gonna match the season, but it'll be a different theme. And if you guys don't know, the song that's playing right now is chosen or was chosen by Sharla. Sharla chose Spring Blossoms.
Yay.
So every guest will ask them to choose their favorite KK song.
So cute.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I just got back from shopping. I was doing some stationery shopping, as I usually do.
So I don't want to.
I just had a chill day.
I don't want to ask this question because I feel like I might regret it and be jealous. But how's the temperature up there?
Okay, so it is a few degrees cooler than Tokyo, but it still sucks. So don't worry. But the past 3 days have been weirdly cool. Like last night it was 19 degrees when I went for a walk and I wanted a hoodie. It was very strange. But the typical temperature is 28 or so, I would say.
Oh, 28. Wow.
Yeah. So it's bearable, but it is quite hot still. So I find myself inside under the air conditioner most days. I don't venture out until the sun goes down. I hate the sun.
I mean, I don't venture outside ever, so I totally understand. We're totally the same people.
Yes.
So first thing I want to kind of talk about is, for those of you who are new, which is everyone, because this is episode 1, the kind of focus of this podcast is to talk about things like content creation, hence the name, but also talk about life in Japan, with you especially living here in Japan, and also video games and of course Animal Crossing. Actually, Sharla and I were talking a bit off stream just to get things set up and give a little rundown of what's going on, and I was saying really the only guests I can have are people who own the game. So
yeah, I mean, who doesn't have the game at this point?
Lame
I swear every single person I talk to has it. So yeah.
So I do want to talk about Animal Crossing, and not to put you on the spot or anything. But we're gonna do some rapid fire Animal Crossing questions.
Ooh, okay.
All right, nothing trivia wise. I just want to get a feel. I think the audience wants to get a feel about what you like.
Okay.
and no one's gonna judge you.
I'm ready.
All right. So first question: what's your favorite villager type? Personality.
I'd say normal.
Okay.
Or snooty. Do they call it in English? Snobby.
Snooty, yeah. Okay.
Whatever Pearl is. Yeah, I kind of like her.
All right, what's your favorite animal type?
Cat. We all knew that was coming.
Did you see that? That's me pretending to be shocked. Who's your favorite cat, actually? That's a good question. Pearl?
Lolly, actually. I do like Pearl's personality, but Lolly looks like my cat Luna. and also like my cat Chanel back in Canada. So I'm a little biased. I like gray cats. If there were other gray cats, she'd have competition.
Do you like
But
Raymond?
yeah, I do, but I feel like everybody likes him, so it's not cool to like him anymore. You
That's
know what I
so
mean?
sad. Raymond, hey.
I love him. I would be thrilled if I found him on an island. Not gonna lie. I haven't found him yet. I would love to. But yeah, for my favorite, I would say Lolly. She's adorable.
I think a lot of people in our community would be very happy with that because Lolly, I love Lolly. Every time we were doing this
Yeah.
long hunt for villagers and I kept running into Lolly and I was like,
Are you serious?
yeah, we kept running into her and I was like, we were looking for Daisy, who's another normal dog, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm not settling for anyone else, but I
Oh,
really,
no.
I love Lolly. Like,
Oh my god,
it
I
was
can't believe
hard.
you turned down Lolly.
It was hard every
That's
time.
horrible.
Every time I walked away with tears in my eyes.
One of my viewers sent me an amiibo. Can you believe
Really?
it? I talked about liking her in a video, and then I had 3 people contact me, and they're like, "I'll send you a card." I
That's
couldn't
so
believe it.
sweet. That's so sweet. And very easy to
Sweetest thing.
send too.
Yeah, so kind. So yeah, because of that, I got her. But otherwise, I have the worst luck when I'm villager hunting. Somebody left today, so tomorrow I'll have to struggle with that, and I'm
Who
sure
are
I
you
won't
looking
find
for
anyone
next?
good. Any cats? I've got 5 out of 10 cats, so aiming for 5 more eventually.
Do you have Tangy?
I don't. I would love Tangy.
You need Tangy. She's my favorite.
Yeah,
She's my favorite
yeah,
villager, period. Like, not just
honestly,
cats.
I like. Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Is she
period.
not good?
She's my favorite.
I'd be happy to come across any cat. I have the worst luck. I get the ugliest villagers. You have no idea. And then I end up just like settling for something once I run out of tickets, and it's never good. I'm just gonna have to buy amiibos. Let's be honest.
Well, I think we can all say that we want you to find someone cute.
Pray for me. Tomorrow will be a tough day.
So, besides Animal Crossing, because I know you have a Switch,
Yes.
what other games do you enjoy on the Switch these days? I mean, I know you're busy with work and stuff like that, but if you ever
honestly,
do play
all
your
I bought
Switch,
was Animal Crossing. That's why I got the Switch, and that's all I got for it.
we love to hear it. We love to hear it.
I honestly I'm not even like tempted to get anything else. Like for me, the Switch is just something to play Animal Crossing with. Maybe one day.
It's just an Animal Crossing device.
Exactly. I don't really have enough time to play anything else. So if I do want to play something, like I want it to be really chill and relaxing, which
That's
Animal
fair.
Crossing is.
That's fair.
So unless they come out with like something similar, like I love any of those like farming games. Or
Well, they just released a game not too long ago. It's like a
the
spiritual.
farm one, right?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
Well, there's a couple of games. There's a Story of Seasons, which is like it's a spiritual successor of Harvest Moon.
Okay, that
That's
sounds great.
Also on the Switch, I think. Story of Seasons, yeah, and then there's Stardew Valley, of course. There's a new game called Spiritfarer.
Haven't heard of that one.
It's kind of a mix between life simulation, but there's like a plot behind it. You're basically a Spiritfarer, and it's your job to make these anthropomorphic animals happy so that they can move on to the afterlife happily and with no regrets.
That's really weird.
So it's like super deep and kind of sad, but like beautiful, and that it helps people accept death and like makes it seem like not such a scary thing.
That's really interesting.
And there's farming aspects, cooking aspects to it. It's I haven't played it yet, but I've watched a lot of it on Twitch, and it seems really interesting, and a lot of people are talking.
And that's for Switch.
It's on Switch as well, yeah. It's multi-platform.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really neat, actually. If I ever get tired of Animal Crossing, maybe I'll try it. But so far, yeah, I'm probably not going to venture out anytime soon.
Sick of Animal Crossing?
I don't think it'll happen.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Doesn't happen.
So, I guess moving on, the one kind of thing I did want to talk with you, as I was saying earlier, because this podcast is called Content Crossing. So I do want to highlight and talk about content creation. So I know there's a lot of people in here. I think when I was talking about bringing you on earlier, a lot of people said like, "Oh, I love Sharla. I love her content.
Aw,
Like,
really?
I've watched so many of her videos, and
Aw.
truly, like, I think anyone who has watched or consumed any type of content from people living abroad in Japan would, I think, would know you, or at least
Yeah,
know
I've
of you.
probably
You
come
know?
across something at this point. I've been
Yeah.
around for so long.
You're like the mama of the J vlogging
Oh God,
community.
Jesus, I hate to say it, but it's true.
So like, but for those of our viewers who don't know who you are, could you give
Mm,
like a little kind of give us some insight about like how you started and how things have changed over time? Or I guess
yeah,
starting, like
yeah,
how did
sure.
you start with content creation?
Yeah, so I started in 2012. I had just moved back to Japan for the second time, to complete my university degree. And one of the requirements of doing the exchange here was that I kept a diary of my experiences. And I suck so much at writing. So I asked them if I could do videos instead of written blogs, and they're like, yeah, I guess. So I started doing like a really boring, just like a weekly video blog talking to the camera about what I did that week. So like I went to science class and then I did this, and it was so freaking boring, but like it wasn't directed at the general public. It was just kind of made for students that were going to be traveling to Japan like I did, so they could kind of see what the experience would be like. And then for some reason, some random people started watching them, and it like started to grow quite quickly. And I was like, oh God, what's going on? Random people are watching me. This is very strange.
And that
But I
all
felt
started from
pressured.
homework.
Yeah, like it was just supposed to be something that I submitted to university. Nobody was supposed to see it. I don't know why I didn't make them private. Thinking back, but yeah, I guess random people found it.
How did
And
that
I think,
feel? Like, were you nervous about
oh
people
yeah,
like
totally.
seeing
Very
it?
nervous. Very nervous. Like I wasn't a very, I don't know, I want to say I wasn't overly outgoing. Like I was kind of shy. I don't like speaking in front of people, or like, I don't know. I didn't really like the attention from people I didn't know. So it was very strange at first. And I just I felt very pressured to make my videos better now that I knew random people were watching them. So like for the first few months, like they're so shit. And I don't know if people understand that they weren't made to be like entertainment for people.
What was your
Like
first like? What's one of the earliest videos you can
oh
like
god.
remember?
I can remember the very first one. I think it's the only video where I had my blonde hair. So back in Canada, I always had like white blonde hair because they could bleach it really nicely. They can't do that here. But I'm just doing like an introduction in Japanese really awkwardly. I think I look like I want to cry. It's just like a hajimemashite, Shara to moshimasu. It's just really shy and quiet. And that was my first video where I just kind of introduced who I was and what I was doing in Japan.
Hey, listen, that
Um,
is like leaps and bounds beyond Orewa Pendes. So I'm sure there were tons of people who were impressed.
yeah, I don't know. Looking back, it's so cringy, but like I don't want to delete them because I think it's kind of neat to see like what I evolved from,
Oh,
so
for
that
sure.
people who are like starting a channel can see that like the first few years could be like total shit, and it'll get better. You'll get better at talking to the camera. So yeah, I keep them up. Lots of people delete their first videos
I
because they're
did.
super cringy, but I don't mind.
I
People
did.
can laugh at them. I've done worse things, so it's all right. But yeah, so then I had like a couple of videos go viral in Japan.
Do you
At the
remember
time,
the
there weren't.
first one that
I
went
think it
viral?
was probably the bread video. I was just like eating a piece of bread, and
What?
like literally just a piece of like white bread. And I was just talking about how good it was compared to the white bread that we had in Canada. Because I feel like in Canada, white bread is like, I don't know, it's like the cheap shit bread. It's like the cheapest bread you could get. It's kind of dry and gross. But in Japan, it's so fluffy, and like
I feel
chewy.
that. I feel that. Yeah.
Like it felt like so premium compared to what I was used to. So I was so amazed by it. I was like, I need to share this with the world.
I'm like
So
genuinely imagining, like I'm trying to think like if someone posted a video like that today,
people would just be like, what the fuck is this?
no, they wouldn't even because they wouldn't watch it.
They wouldn't watch it. Who's this chick on the floor with bread in her mouth? Yeah. So that went viral, like viral, and it was so strange because up until then I'd only had maybe like a few thousand views on a video, on a good one, and this one got like hundreds of thousands overnight. I think they put it on the homepage of Yahoo Japan.
Wow.
So from there is when I got tons of subscribers, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta like start leaving my house. I gotta get off the floor and stop eating bread. So I like started to venture outside to make videos, but that was kind of awkward
you said
too.
start leaving your house.
Yeah, like I hadn't gone
thought-
outside yet.
I
This
thought
was
you
like
were.
a year in.
I thought you were like, oh, I gotta stop leaving my house because I'm so famous.
No. I was like, oh god, I gotta make these videos better. So yeah, I started to vlog outside, but it was so awkward vlogging in front of other people that I was just like really shy about it, and I didn't really show my face in the videos. I was just kind of like pointing the camera at stuff and like quietly talking. So it took a while to get used to that, and I just feel like it was such a long process until my videos became like decent quality. But yeah, it was fun. I had lots of fun, and at the time like the bar was low. There was not very many people vlogging about Japan in English at the time. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say is like I feel what year was that, by the way?
2012 to 2013, around there.
That was like around the time that I had just gone back home from my year abroad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I remember watching. I actually started watching your videos, maybe right around that time because I.
Oh,
after,
no way.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
like
God. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Like I was stumbling. You know, I was on YouTube, and I just come back from a year abroad. I thought, I want to go back to Japan and like live
Right.
there. And of course, I looked up videos, and your videos came up, and I think
So interesting.
maybe another Canadian's channel came up, and like a lot of video. But I mean, it was a lot of like your videos. It was like a lot of the same people's videos compared to now, where I feel like
totally.
some people would say that it's oversaturated.
Yeah, totally.
So it is
so
kind
different
of
back then.
Yeah, it's so different. And do you feel that now? I mean, I guess now you've solidified your place in the J-vlogging kind of world here, and I think a lot of people know you from back then and are discovering you now, but maybe that helps you a bit. But like, how do you
certainly.
feel with it being so overpopulated now? Do you feel more pressure or
I kind of sometimes I get into like a funk where I feel like there's no point in me making videos because there's so many other people that have probably already made something similar, or like people have probably seen this before because I'm sure somebody else has made this already. Because like at the time I really felt like, wow, I've got a chance to show people stuff in Japan that they can't really see anywhere else, because there wasn't really anywhere you could just get like daily life content about living in Japan. So I really felt like I was in the position to share like brand new stuff with people, and it was super exciting. But nowadays
like
it's
eating,
kind of
like eating white bread,
like eating bread on the floor. So nowadays it's like, say I find like a really, I don't know, like a cool touristy spot or something that I want to show people, but like if you look on YouTube, there's probably 10 other people that have been there already. So I kind of feel like my motivation has certainly gone down a lot. I was a lot more excited about it before. I felt like I could give something new to people, whereas nowadays I feel like you kind of have to make the videos more personal, because that's really the only way you can kind of separate yourself from everywhere else.
I think that's also kind of
more for you.
Yeah, and I think that point is really important, not only for YouTube and the current climate of content creation, but also like Twitch and TikTok and Instagram and everything. It's like we are we are getting bombarded with a lot of the same things. So I think people are starting to look more towards the creator. Like, what is it the
Right.
creator is doing? What is it about the creator that's pulling people in, making
Yeah.
your content seem different from other people? Like,
Right.
you know, it's same thing with Twitch. Is like there's tons of people playing the same games, doing the same things, but not everyone has the same views. So what makes one person different, you know? So
So it's
you're
more
clearly
like you
doing
kind of
well.
yeah, luckily people like me.
I
You kind of
mean,
just have to like be yourself, and hopefully there's people out there that I don't know, like that and enjoy your take on things.
yeah. I mean, talking as like a fan of yours before we became friends, because that's what I was. I was a fan of yours, or I or at least
Right.
I enjoyed your content. I consumed your content.
Yeah.
Is like, and actually, especially knowing you now, is your the way that you film and create videos is very real. I don't think that I don't think you've ever put on an act into your videos. I feel
I
like,
try not to.
and like knowing you now and knowing what you're like off camera,
Right.
I feel that you are the same person that you are in your
Oh,
videos.
that's good.
And
I
for
always
me,
wonder
that's important.
how I come across, because I feel myself that I definitely talk to the camera differently than I would to a friend. I feel like I have to be in like the right mood to be able to talk to the camera like a person.
Oh, it's
So
hard. Yeah. A
yeah,
lot of people don't realize that. It's like
it feels like I'm being kind of fake, even though I'm trying my best to just act like myself. But yeah, it's really hard.
I mean, I
But
think
sometimes
to
I could
some
do it.
degree you have to put it on, right? But
Mm,
there's a difference between being fake and putting on for YouTube.
yeah,
Because like if you're doing a show or like commentating something,
right.
you're not just gonna talk like you talk to a friend.
Yeah,
You have to kind of have a certain cadence and
yeah,
talk
totally.
clearly and you know what I mean? So there's a difference
Yeah.
between putting it on and being fake, and I don't think I've ever felt that way about you.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That's
I
good.
mean,
I always wonder like how I come
you
across.
do Animal Crossing chocolate egg unboxings on YouTube, and you also talk excitedly about those with me in real life. So
That's very true. Doesn't change much. Yeah, I've been lucky that I could just talk about the things I like, and there's people out there that have similar interests. It's super fun. Like for me, it's like having a whole bunch of friends that I can share things with. And, like there are lots of losers that make fun of me for liking like Animal Crossing and being 34. But
whatever, like
in general,
seriously, whatever. Like
I get like a pretty good response, I would say, in my comments.
to anyone who's watching this back, let me tell you a little something. It doesn't matter what age you are. You're allowed to enjoy the content that you like, enjoy the
Yeah,
things that you like,
honestly.
as long as you're not hurting other people or hurting yourself and are able to support yourself while also, you know, partaking in these hobbies and not putting
Yeah.
yourself into debt or putting yourself in a bad position, then you have every right to enjoy those things. And if what other people enjoy isn't your thing, don't yuck their yum, you know?
Yeah,
Like you like
I've
your
never
things.
understood that. Exactly. Go enjoy your stuff. You don't need to watch me
More Animal
unbox
Crossing
chocolate
for me,
eggs then.
baby. All right.
Exactly.
You know how? Do you know how quickly those Animal Crossing amiibo cards sell out?
Oh yeah, hell,
If
I'm
you don't want to buy them,
buying them.
that's one less person for me to fight with on an eBay auction. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, in general, it's been really fun and I really enjoy it. I never really see it. It's weird that it's my job, because to me, like I never started it as a job. Like I never started it to be famous or make money or anything. It was like the complete opposite. Like I'm not the type of person that wants lots of people watching them. It's really not my personality type.
Yeah, I
But
mean, back then, I don't even think like doing YouTube as a job was even a common idea.
no, like I didn't even know it was a thing. Like the only person I watched on YouTube before coming to Japan was Michaela and
Oh yeah, I watched a lot
one
of
other
Michaela.
YouTuber named her name's Kalel now, but she used to be like Queen Beauty and she did like beauty stuff. But I only watched like two YouTubers.
Did
And,
you
like,
watch Apple Milk by chance?
oh yeah, I know of her. I didn't watch her,
I
but I
always
knew
think
of
of her because I loved her. I
Mm-hmm.
always think,
Yeah.
what's she doing now?
I wonder. I'm actually surprised that she never came back to YouTube. Like, as it got more popular, I always assumed that she would pop up one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, wonder what she's up to. But yeah, it's been a ride. It's been 8 years now. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
crazy to think
And you've
about.
got so many opportunities because of it too, right? I
Oh,
mean,
totally.
like
Yeah, it's insane.
what are some things that you've gotten
Um,
that or done that you wouldn't have done if it wasn't for YouTube?
well, I've gotten to travel to almost every prefecture in Japan. I think I'm missing maybe one or two, which is crazy. Like, I certainly wouldn't have been doing that if I was still working a full-time position doing something else. I wouldn't have the time for it, let alone money or any of that. So yeah, I've
I'm
gotten to
jealous.
travel a lot, which is I'm really appreciative of that. And I've gotten to meet lots of cool people, and
Like
it's
me,
definitely
like
like
me.
like Toad. No, but honestly, like all of my friends, I've met them through YouTube. So it's so weird to think that like I wouldn't be friends with any of these people had YouTube not been a thing. I don't know where I would have met friends to leave my
Same,
house that much.
same. I think YouTube and Twitch is where all my friends are these days.
Yeah, right? So yeah, it's crazy to think of all the good things YouTube has brought me. Yeah, it's great. And like I think most importantly, it's made me a lot less shy. I think having to deal with thousands of people watching you and judging you, it's kind of made me like care less about other people's opinion. And I'm a little more outgoing now. So it's been good in that way. Do you find that with doing YouTube? Did it like bring out bring your personality out a little more? Because
Um,
I was more like nervous of like say stuff like public speaking and just like talking with people I didn't know. I was pretty shy about stuff like that before, but now I think I'm just kind of like talk to people on YouTube every day. It's just like another thing now. So I can even do like public speaking, which is crazy.
that's really impressive. I think to
Mm,
some extent YouTube has helped me out a lot. I mean,
mm,
um, I did YouTube for like just a couple of years before I switched over
mm-hmm.
to Twitch,
Yeah.
and I I remember when I came to Twitch, I didn't really feel uncomfortable,
Mm,
especially in the beginning
mm,
when I didn't have a lot of viewers, and I wasn't uncomfortable like talking to myself. But a
mm-hmm.
lot of people who start on Twitch, they always say like it's really uncomfortable in the beginning because they
Mm.
don't know how to fill the dead air or like talk to
Yeah,
themselves.
that would be so hard to not have many people
Yeah,
in the comments.
but like being on YouTube, it's like when I was filming videos for YouTube, I was literally talking
You're
to no
talking to
one,
no one,
just a
so
camera.
yeah, you learn how to do
So
that.
I'm kind of used to that, I guess. So I think in
Really
that
interesting.
way it kind of helped me. But
Mm,
I mean, kind of talking on the flip side of what, we were just talking about how you started and like the good things that came from it.
mm,
I think there's obviously the flip side of like the negative side of content creation, especially
mm.
on YouTube, because I think YouTube and Twitch are two very different platforms in
Yeah,
regards to community and
I get
harassment,
that.
stuff like that. In my
Totally.
experience, on YouTube, perhaps because it's not live and it's more anonymous,
Mm,
people feel more detached from their comments and feel maybe
makes
more
sense.
comfortable saying whatever they want.
Oh, do you think that's
On
why it is? I always
I think
wondered
it is
why there was a
because
different vibe in communities.
yeah, I mean like on YouTube, it's like when people comment, you're not seeing the comment right away. You're seeing the comment
Yeah,
like maybe hours later, a
yeah,
day later.
yeah.
So by
That's
that
true.
time,
You're not saying it directly to you.
yeah, by that time that person has moved on. Like they don't care. They
Mm.
just want to get a rise out of you. And being a queer person on YouTube, it's like
Yeah,
a lot of like a lot of
I
homophobia,
I can't
racism,
imagine.
sexism, all
Yeah,
that stuff. I'm sure
yeah,
you face a lot of sexism in your time on YouTube.
yeah.
And but on Twitch, it's a bit different because it's live and you have your community there for you. You have moderators. If anyone comes in and
Mm.
says something negative, they're immediately banned, or your community immediately
That's
jumps
pretty
in
cool.
and defends you.
Maybe I
Um,
should have switched to Twitch. I like the sounds of this.
I mean, I was trying to convince you.
You did a good job. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about it all day. Like I would never switch over, but I would
Do
consider
both.
doing it as well. I would like
You
to
heard
try
it.
it.
You
This starts
heard it
some
here,
good
y'all. Content crossing exclusive.
I will definitely consider it. Yeah, but yeah, it can be really tough, especially when you're having a bad day already. And then you open up your comments and they're really mean. It's like, dude, I was already feeling really depressed. I really didn't need to read that right now. But like, I feel like that's the only time when it really bugs me. If I'm in an okay mood, I don't like, in general, I don't really care about negative comments. Like at this point in time, I'm
You've
so
grown a
used to
thick
them.
skin.
Yeah, like it really doesn't bother me. But if I'm like already having a really bad day, then they certainly add to that. I've
Yeah.
noticed.
Especially I feel with YouTube is like I have a lot of respect for YouTubers, and it's because I understand how it works. And you know, filming and then having to edit and then also having to make thumbnails and everything,
It's
it's
a
a lot
lot.
of work.
It is,
Like
yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that. I don't think they realize that YouTube is not easy. Even vlogs, which are not highly edited, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of respect for YouTubers. Twitch is a lot easier. You just hit the live button, have fun, and then that's it.
Sounds amazing.
But YouTube, it's like it's a lot of work, and when you get negative comments about something that you're passionate about and that you've put a lot of your time and heart into, and you're proud of it, you know, you're proud of it, and then to hear comments kind of tearing it apart, or you know,
Totally.
it's disheartening, I think. And I think a lot of people need to realize that we do content creators create content because we love to create content.
Yeah.
And we
it's
want
just
to
fun.
make people happy, and we want to
Yeah.
give people distractions. At least for me, I can't
Especially
speak for
now.
everyone,
Oh,
but
certainly.
it's a shame when people are so expectant or so quick to judge something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
it's
feel
tough.
like in lots of people have the impression that you're on YouTube because you love the attention. You want
Oh
everyone to look
God,
at you.
no.
You want to
Oh,
show off your life. Like that's literally the opposite of what I want. If I could not show my face on YouTube, I would not show it. Like I
yeah,
do not
we were
enjoy
just
being.
talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
if
I
there was a
feel you.
way that I could make videos without being in them and people would still watch them, that would be the dream. I'm so jealous of those people that do like chill vlogs and they don't even show their face. It's just like lower half of their body like sitting eating a sandwich with some nice music. Like, oh my
I
god,
mean,
I would
if you
kill
really
for
want to
that.
talk about like content, like if you really want to talk about like people who want attention,
Mm,
I think that's more commonly seen on newer platforms like TikTok.
yeah, like
Like
TikTok
TikTok
and
is like a very, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have
true.
friends on TikTok. I have a TikTok. There's content on TikTok that I really enjoy. There's a lot of like
Mm,
political
really?
TikToks. Yeah, like and like a lot of social like really hot topic, really deep. Despite
Hmm.
it them being so short, there's some really great content on TikTok. But a lot of
Mm.
TikTok is like very short videos of like very beautiful young people like
Yeah.
doing dances,
Dancing.
or like just like mean mugging the camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel
to
like I'm too old
me,
for TikTok. I don't really, it's not my thing.
yeah,
Maybe I would
like
have liked it when I was younger. Probably not. All I did was play video games. But
yeah.
I
But I
can see
mean,
why high school like it. I can see why it's popular. It's
I mean,
fun.
if I was young and beautiful and like looked like I just walked off the set of 90210 or like some
Yeah, to
other
be
like,
fair.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would
totally.
definitely post
Be all
pictures
over
and
that.
videos of myself.
Exactly.
But I
Yeah.
don't think, like going back to YouTube, like I don't think people making vlogs about their life in YouTube, that's not vain to me. I guess maybe there is some vanity to it. I think there's vanity to a lot
Mm,
of things that we do
mm.
in this day and age, but it's no worse than other things.
Yeah, certainly. I'm pretty sure most people that do YouTube would rather not have to be in the videos.
Yeah.
It would just be like one less thing to stress about because my negative comments are about how I look. So that's always like the thing that I'm stressed about when I'm vlogging. Like, oh, do I look fat in this? Are all the comments going to be about me being fat today? How much weight I gained? Like,
Do you see
I
this
always.
face? Do you see this face? Do you see that? That's a beautiful woman right there. Okay? That's a
Thank
beautiful
you.
lady.
Thank you. But yeah, you gotta suck it up. It goes with the job. You
Of
gotta be in
course,
front of the
yeah.
camera really for your videos to do well. So in general, people are nice. It's all right.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sure.
the good comments outweigh
Oh,
it,
certainly,
and you
certainly. Yeah.
certainly grow a thick skin, and like most things, there's gonna be some pushback to a lot of things that we do in
Yeah.
life, and if you love
Yeah.
doing it, then you'll continue to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Having fun with it, so I'm sure I'll keep it up for a while.
Well, speaking of keeping it up for a while and doing the
Yeah.
thing, um, another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about because I think this year is awful,
It
awful,
is. Gonna have
but
to agree with you there.
but I think that there are some good things that came out of it. I
Hmm.
think 2020 really forced our hands, and in this case, I'm specifically talking about content creators. It kind of
Mm-hmm.
forced our hand to to rethink like how we create content and what sort of other avenues there are. We have a lot more
Oh,
time to
totally.
create content as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so this is kind of like a two-part question.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part is I want to know, have you started to do anything else new from what
Mm.
you were doing
Mm.
before, specifically because of the way that COVID-19 has shaped um, our field and the world in general?
Oh, totally. So I guess my videos in general are just kind of showing my life and what I'm doing. Like I do go out of my way to find interesting things to show to people. But lots of my videos are like outside, vlogging in stores and restaurants. And of course, we couldn't do that much at all this year.
I miss
So
restaurants.
I know, right? I
I
miss
miss
hanging with friends.
I miss not eating my own food.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of my own cooking. You have no idea. But yeah, so I have to like really focus on videos being at home a lot. And like I find that kind of boring. It's really hard to tell like if are people going to enjoy this? Like I'm just at home. I'm not really showing them anything cool. Luckily people were really cool about it and they seem to enjoy like I put out like a cooking video and like a house tour and just tried to do like fun things around the house. But I did find it really difficult to think of things that would entertain people while still being at home. We were really lucky up here that northern Japan still doesn't really have many cases at all. So we're not like even encouraged to stay home or anything here. People still go out to restaurants and they still go outside. We always wear masks and sanitize our hands like hundreds of times per day. So everyone's still really careful. But yeah, we've only had like I think maybe 10 cases in my entire prefecture,
Wow.
which is pretty cool. I feel very lucky. So I feel like northern Japan's a little more relaxed about going places, and because we're so less populated than areas like Tokyo, it doesn't feel as dangerous to like hop in a car with your friend, drive out to the mountains, like go somewhere for the day. So like I don't feel totally stuck inside. I can still go out to some countryside areas and like go out for dinner with my friends, and it still feels safe, decently safe. But like that being said, this whole year I've probably gone 3 places. Like I think I went to Yamagata twice and Fukushima once, whereas normally I probably would have gone on maybe 50 trips by now. So it's certainly changed a lot. And yeah, like you said, given me a lot of extra time being at home all the time as opposed to traveling about 50% of the time like I would have been normally. Um, so yeah, I was trying to find ways to fill it. I mostly just did lots of exercising. I bought a trampoline and
Oh, I saw that. I'm
yeah, I've been
so jealous.
it's so fun. Oh my god, you gotta
Looks
get
so
one. It's
fun.
so fun. It's like one of the only at-home exercises that I enjoy doing. Like I look forward to it, and it's such good exercise. Like you'll be dead after 8 minutes. It's crazy. Like works all your muscles at once. Super recommend the mini trampoline.
Muscles,
Anybody that
huh?
wants
I
some
feel
fun
like I've
exercise.
I feel like I've heard of muscles and this exercise word that you've just mentioned. Sounds
um,
familiar.
yeah, so I started out by doing that, and then I got kind of bored of that. I still like my trampoline, but I just mean like exercising. So my friend and I decided to start a business. We're like,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
this is probably the only year where we're gonna have enough extra time to set up a business. So let's get it over with now while we're sitting at home all the time.
Tell us more about it. Tell us more about it.
So she lives down in Tokyo, and I'm up here in Iwate Prefecture, which is about 2.5 hours by bullet train, which is a super fast train. If you go by regular train, it would probably be like 7 or 8 hours. So it's quite far away, but we set up the entire business via chat. She's a good friend of mine who's obsessed with stationery, and so am I. And the both of us were talking like we're kind of disappointed by the stationery boxes that are available from Japan, like monthly subscription boxes. They don't include like the really cool stuff, like the 3D greeting cards that you
Oh,
can
I
find at
love
stationery stores
those. I
here.
love those.
They're so like intricate and amazing. And yeah, we were both just like, why does no one include those? That's like the best part of Japanese stationery. Nobody's including them in their boxes. And we were just like, why don't we do it? So we set it up in like, I think it took 3 weeks from deciding to make it to launch. Today we launched this morning, actually. It's been a
Which
long
is
day.
perfect timing
But
that today would be the day you're on the show.
it's super lucky. Super lucky.
Have you
The
decided a
website got
name for
approved.
it?
It's called Neko Post. So
Kawaii.
I'm obsessed with cats, and my friend Ushka, my business partner, is obsessed with cats.
Fake
So
shock,
our
fake shock.
mascot is my Neko Maro and her Neko Pippin. So
Oh.
it's kind of Maro and Pippin Post, Neko Post. And yeah, we went with that. And I made a website, kind of threw a website together, but it came out quite cute. We commissioned an artist to do all the art for us, and she's just amazing. So yeah.
So the website's up or not yet?
It is up. nekonekopost.com.
Oh, can you link it in the chat? Oh, thank you. Oh, wait.
Oh, did someone link it? Yeah,
Neko-
nekonekopost.com.
I'll put it in the chat right now. Also, your face is very shocked, Sharla.
Oh shit! Is it just... Oh my god. Okay, we're good. I'm good.
That whole time you were just so shocked.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
I just saw the logo is so
Isn't it
cute.
So cute.
Wow, I really like it. I will be posting the link to this in the description box below if you're watching this in post.
Yeah,
it's very cute.
We launched this morning and we've almost sold out now. Unfortunately, we have quite a limited amount of packages that we can pack, being there's only 2 of us. So we've limited it to a certain number, and we've almost sold out already, which is crazy. Thank you so much to everybody that signed up already. We're so stoked to start packing and buying stationery, and it's like I get to do something that I'm super passionate about as kind of a job, so it's really fun.
Yeah, that's like, really amazing.
I go out and buy heaps of stationery all the time for no reason, just because I love doing it. So if I can take that stationery and send it to people who can enjoy it around the world, it's like win-win. So yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, really big congratulations. That's really awesome. And any like business venture is so exciting and like nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
Yeah,
especially just the 2 of you.
Definitely. And like neither of us know what we're doing. Like I've never
don't say that. You know exactly what you're doing. Okay,
I know what I'm doing when it comes to stationery. I have faith that I can pick out really nice stationery for people. But like when it came to the website, like this morning when I launched it, I had just woken up and I got the email that it was live, because like you submit it to the people that are hosting it, and if they approve it, it goes live immediately. You can't like set the time. So I woke up and it was like, your website's live, and I was like, oh god, I was still half asleep. And I messaged my patrons and I was like, could you please look over the website and before I talk about it publicly and see if I've done anything horribly wrong? And they checked it over for me and they didn't see any problems. So it's been relatively smooth. It's been pretty good. I'm pretty lucky that we somehow managed to get that all together.
That's
But
really
yeah,
good.
the hard works from here on, packing everything and sending it out.
Of
But yeah.
course, and I know like you and I were talking about this a little bit earlier today,
Hmm.
um, about how now with COVID-19, it's really
Hmm.
difficult to send packages out.
Oh God, yeah. It
Luckily
that
for
has been
you,
like
it's your packages are like flat, they're
yeah, I'm
thin.
super lucky because like in general you can't send any airmail to America, which is where our main customer base is. Most of my viewers are in America. But there's like a little asterisk and it's like if the package is only paper and it's under 2 kilograms, it can be classified as a letter and it can be sent via air to America. And our packages that works because they're all paper products and they're flat and we can just call it a letter
That's
and send it
so
that way.
lucky.
So
That's so lucky.
super lucky, super lucky. I've seen some of the other subscription boxes having to charge like $30 for shipping
Oh my
because the only other way they
gosh.
can send something right now is by like registered mail,
Oh
like
no.
FedEx or like one of those
Yeah, that
DHL, one of those
yeah,
fancy
yeah.
ones.
Those are so expensive.
Yes, but we're so lucky that our packages are flat. And well, we kind of designed it like that because of COVID, because we have no idea when things are going to go back to normal. So yeah, shouldn't have any problems there. There are a couple countries that are banned altogether. Japan isn't sending any mail to Australia, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Very
was
sorry to people in
shocked
Australia.
when you told me
Um,
that.
yes, it's so random. Ugh, yeah, it's a shame because it's just like everything's up in the air and you have no idea when it's going to go back to normal. It's pretty stressful.
Never. It's
But
never gonna go back to normal.
that's how it feels. That's honestly how it feels. But
These are
just doing the
the two
best that we
moods.
can do.
The two
Really,
moods of
honestly.
2020. Crying
Shocked and crying.
and
I'll
shaking
just
in
leave her on
fear.
the crying mood. Yeah, but I'm just happy I feel like we've gotten through the worst of it. If we could make it through what we've made it through up until now, we can handle anything. And when things do go back to normal, it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be like, holy crap, life is awesome. I feel like
Oh
we're going to
yeah.
appreciate it
I hope
a hell of a
anyway.
lot more.
I hope so.
Certainly. Like just being able to hang out with people and do the things we're used to being able to do. I feel like we'll really appreciate it. So, in that way, it's been good to kind of show how everything can be taken away from you and how much it sucks and how you should appreciate just the little things that yeah could just disappear one day that we had no idea this was coming. So yeah, it's been an interesting year, but a good one. I can't say that it was bad. Nothing overly bad has happened. So
Yeah, and like I said, it's like, it is awful. It is awful, and like
mhm.
it's way more awful depending on where you are right now.
Oh, totally.
But I think as just regular citizens of whatever country we're in,
Mhm.
we don't have much autonomy as far as like you know COVID-19. All we can really do is
Yeah.
social distance,
Yes.
stay inside, wear a mask, things like that.
Uh-huh.
So aside from that, it's really important that we start thinking about, well, with all this extra time I have, what can I do to make
Yeah,
myself better as a
exactly.
person? Like, what can I
Mhm.
do to make myself better and take advantage of the time that I have? Because it
Yeah,
sucks, and like it would suck even more if you just wasted all this time.
exactly. Like
Um,
when else would we get so much time just to ourselves at home? So you can kind of spin it in that way as it being a good thing.
it's the true if life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Exactly. Yeah,
And it seems
exactly.
like you have made some tasty ass lemonade.
I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
Well, I mean, like it seems like it seems like it's going so well for you already. Saying like you almost sold out the first batch, and
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
incredible. Like you're just starting this out, and like yes, you did say like you have to figure this out as it goes, and you're nervous
Oh,
about that, and
totally.
that's totally
Oh, totally.
understandable. But the fact that like people are willing to support you and believe in this
Oh, like, yeah,
is
I'm
incredible.
so grateful, like, that people trust me and, like, will order something that I've, like, designed and put together without even really knowing what it is. Because like, these are surprise packages, right? All they know is that I'm gonna choose 6 to 8 cool Japanese stationery items and send them to them, and everyone's like, "Hell yeah, I want that." I just think that's really cool that they trust me. in my
Trusting your
judgment.
taste.
Yeah, trusting my taste.
Don't let
I
them
think
down.
that's really cool.
It's a lot of pressure.
I feel like people know me if they've been following me for a while. They know me well enough to know the kind of things I'll choose. So like, if you're a dog person, you probably shouldn't sign up because you'll certainly be getting lots of cat items.
The website is called Neko, so like
we've gotten lots of comments from people like, will there be dog items as well? And I've said, yeah, if I think they're cute, I'll certainly buy some dog items as well. But let's be honest, like it's me choosing the stuff, and I'm certainly biased towards cats, so it'll probably be like 80% cats. But I'm trying my best to choose some dog things because I know that there are lots of dog people out there. But
well,
yeah,
you guys heard it here.
warned,
If you want to start a business, and
Inu post,
yeah, Wan post,
Wan post. I love that. Hey, go for it. You should do it.
Secretly, I'm buying the domain right now. What?
Honestly, I welcome it. We could be like twin companies. Oh, if you like dogs, head over to my friend Toph's business.
I could never. I have a lot of respect for you starting your own business. But
it's fun. I really like I'm the kind of person that like I have to keep trying new things or I go crazy. So not being able to like explore new places, like that was kind of how I satisfied that before. I would travel a lot and always get to see new things and learn new things. But just sitting at home, I'm like going crazy. Like, what can I do? I need to try something. So I like got a textbook for learning Hungarian.
Oh my gosh,
piano.
what? What are you gonna do with Hungarian?
Well, my grandpa's Hungarian, and like I really want to be able to speak with him in Hungarian.
Oh,
so
that's really sweet. Cool. Actually, I
actually
back my
studied
shock.
in university.
I take back my shock.
I actually studied it in university in Japan. Like, how random is that?
That is really random.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it, and I picked it up pretty quickly. But then, of course, after finishing university, like, when would I have a chance to use Hungarian? Never. Like, I think I've said thank you to someone in the comments maybe 3 times. But other than that, I totally like forgot everything because I couldn't use it. So yeah, one of my viewers actually sent me a Hungarian textbook, which is really hard to find. So now I've got a textbook and I can start studying again. So yeah, I found things to keep me entertained.
Well, I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but I'm about to ask you a really difficult question.
Okay, I totally won't be able to answer it.
How do you say "this is a pen" in Hungarian?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea.
Okay.
Didn't learn that.
Here's the shock that I took back before.
Is there anyone Hungarian in the audience? Can you teach us?
I need to know if "this is a pen" in Hungarian creates as loud or as strong of like a wind
spitting sound. Can I look it up right now on Google Translate? I need to know. Hungarian. This is a pen. Okay. Is egyetol. No, there's like no spitting going on whatsoever.
So Hungarian is safer than English.
We should all just speak in Hungarian and the world would be saved.
I bet no one in Hungary has COVID-19.
No, definitely
According to the Japanese media.
I hope people know what we're talking about.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up like Japanese COVID test. This is a pen or something. You guys, you know, you'll figure it out.
To summarize it, Japanese people insinuated that the reason the virus is spreading faster in English-speaking countries is because when we say "this is a pen," we spit a bunch and like
this
or
is
spit
a pen.
flies. This is a pen. And like in the video, she says "pen" so intensely.
I know the comparison is like "Kore wa pen desu." This is a pen.
But like honestly, if you say it in Japanese, I swear you like. It's stronger in Japanese if you talk like a normal person.
I feel like pen is literally the same word in both languages.
It is.
So like it shouldn't be different.
I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's the quality of Japanese media for you. That's what we have to
sometimes
go on
anyway. I mean,
here.
sometimes
it's pretty bad. It's gone downhill.
I think
recently.
I think even Japanese people were upset about that on Twitter.
Oh, totally. I think they understood that it was ridiculous in general. It's just the media, man. I feel like they're low on content, so let us do
We're
anything.
all low on content. COVID-19's killing us all.
It's fair. It's fair. I feel their pain.
Trust me, give me a month left in this content creator climate, and I'm about to make an OnlyFans.
Oh my god, please do.
You can
Sign up.
subscribe to my OnlyFans and watch me alphabetize my Animal Crossing amiibo cards.
Oh my god. Yes. It's the OnlyFans content I've been waiting for. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, should we take some questions from the audience?
Yeah, I think we've been talking for quite a bit. So
thanks so much for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and also being patient with us as we were talking. But we'll open it up to Q&A. Of course, like aim your questions at Sharla. She is our guest. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be looking at the chat. Do you have the chat open, Sharla, or shall I?
Yes, I do.
I
do have it open. But go for it. Yeah, you can pick whatever you think.
Okay, so it seems like we have a question from Araluth, who actually he also lives in Japan. As someone who also lives in Japan and is curious, what kind of visa are you on as a content creator? Are you with a promotion company on or entertainer or some other kind such as spouse permanent resident?
Yeah, so I get my visa through my agency. I'm part of an agency, and it's actually not an entertainment visa. It's like called specialist in humanities, I believe.
Oh, that's what I have.
Yeah, because I also do stuff like translation work. I help them with other projects. So my job duties involve lots of different language type stuff. So I can get a specialist in humanities visa that way. But I do know people that are on an entertainment visa as a YouTuber as well. I feel like there's lots of options, but lots of people go through an agency and do it that way. If your channel is big enough and you can kind of support yourself with it, then it is possible to get a visa by partnering with some type of agency. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that that's the visa you have. Because I would have assumed that it would have been an entertainment visa as well.
Yeah.
But that makes sense if you do other things.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be allowed to do the other translation work if I was just on an entertainment visa. I think it's kind of limited.
Yeah, they're pretty strict about it.
Yeah, so the humanities visa covers lots of stuff. So it's a little more free.
Okay. Next question is from Ellie. She says, how did you guys meet each other and how did you start being friends?
I honestly don't remember. Do you?
I do remember.
No, I have like the worst long-term memory. Like I can't remember the most important things, and it's really bad. Like
and
I'm
that
starting
is
to
the
wonder
most
if I have Alzheimer's or something. Like honestly, like I can't remember the first time we met or.
Well, okay. Well, then I'll talk about it since clearly it wasn't important to you. So we met almost 5 years ago to the day. Actually, a little over 5 years ago.
Yeah, thanks to Facebook.
Facebook reminded me. They were like,
yes, we know
here's this photo from 5 years ago, you old man.
I'm glad it was finally something good. Instagram keeps reminding me of things, and I'm like, can you not do that? It makes me really depressed, and there's no way to turn it off. So
yeah.
Like, you fuck off, please.
So we met
5 years ago.
Yeah, a little over 5 years ago, and the first time we met was at Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. We went to the Pokemon Cafe.
Yeah.
At the time, they opened up it was a limited time only cafe. It wasn't permanent. It was there just for a month, I think. It was for the Hoopa movie, I believe. I think that summer might have been the Hoopa movie. The Pokemon movie with Hoopa in it. And they had like this special cafe and
Wait a minute, that picture totally popped up for me too. We were with like 3 other people.
Yeah, it wasn't just us.
I think mine came up on Instagram.
Yeah, it was like, it was me.
Wow, was that the first time we met?
That was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time. It was me,
that's so cool.
You,
my friend Kelsey from America.
Your friend Kelsey, and then two girls who were viewers of yours on YouTube, and they were visiting. They were visiting from Europe, and you agreed to spend the day with them. And then they came along with us. And I think
Wow,
This
you have
was
the
like,
best. I'm very impressed by your memory skills.
I do have really good memory. I think this was
Teach me your
like
secrets.
shortly after you had just gotten a tattoo.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And you had gotten the tattoo with Jen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Why do you know that?
Because I remember like I was
That is
talking to
so
Jen
crazy.
and she told me like,
Wow.
"Oh, you're meeting up with Sharla? Like ask her about her tattoo. We just got a
Yeah, we
tattoo
just got
together."
tattoos. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Wow. That's
And yeah, that was
insane.
the first
That was
time we
such a
ever
fun
met.
day. I remember the day now that we
Yeah,
talk about
it
it.
was really fun, and I remember like I
Yeah.
said, I'd watched you for a while, and I like wanted to be your friend, but I was like,
Aw.
I don't want to like randomly approach her, but I was like, I know she likes Pokemon, so I was like, I wonder if I invited her to a Pokemon cafe, would she go?
It worked.
And then you were like, yeah, and I was like, oh,
I'm so glad. I'm
yay!
so glad you invited me. You like became one of my favorite people. So like that's really great that
Yeah, so
you
to everyone who
invited me
thinks
like
that
that.
like I think there's I've seen people say it before. Like sometimes people think that like because YouTubers are not in each other's videos, they're not friends. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you and I have been good friends for like 5 years, and I don't
Yeah, for like
I
ages. I don't think many people know.
yeah, and like I've appeared in some of your videos, like just
Yeah.
like you were just vlogging and I happened to be there. It wasn't like a
Uh-huh.
collab. It wasn't like a collab or
Uh-huh.
anything. I think today with this podcast, this is our first official collab.
Oh my God, is it? I think it
Yeah, we've
is.
never done an
Yeah.
official collab. We've just hung out
We need to do
while
more.
vlogging.
If I start Twitch, we can do Twitch collabs. Is that a thing?
Oh my god, you heard it here, Scoop guys. Charlotte's starting a Twitch channel. But yeah, so
Aw.
that's that. Let's see what the next question
Yeah.
is. I'm highly offended that you didn't remember.
I honestly, if somebody had like told me about like I saw that picture pop up and it just did not cross my mind that was the first time we met.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
long
that's a
ago.
good thing. Like I guess it wasn't awkward, so it didn't really feel like a first meeting.
Yeah, it wasn't
Like
awkward at all. Like I was
no.
nervous, but like once I met you, I was like, oh, yeah. Like I said, like you're just like you are in your videos. Like you're like the same person. So
Aw.
Nazo has a question. He says, "Have you heard
Mhm.
of the game One Shot? And if not, will you play it anytime soon? It has cats."
One shot. No. What's that?
Apparently, it's a game with cats.
So you don't know it either?
I don't know it. No.
No, I've never heard of it. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I really don't have time for video games.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
always
busy
doing
all the
something
time
else.
traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I played a lot more video games when I was living in Canada because I was just kind of bored. But like, there's so many things to do in Japan that I feel like I'm kind of wasting time if I play video games. Like, I'd rather be out doing things.
Fire
So,
shot at literally every person watching right now. The whole
honestly,
chat
like
left
I love
appalled and snatched.
I love playing video games, but it's like something in my brain is just like you live in Japan, you could be outside like
That's no, that's
exploring.
totally
You should
fair.
probably be outside exploring. So I
Well,
just don't
that's
want to move back to Canada one day and be like, I should have spent more time doing things.
yeah, no, I get
I don't
that.
want
I
to
get that.
regret it.
Well, that's
But
fine. You don't have to play one shot. It's okay.
yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know your cat game.
The next question is from Iso DMI. Is it really that hard to bring a pet in and out of Japan?
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It is. I can answer that as well because I brought my dog into Japan or into
Um,
Japan. Yeah, it's difficult. It's hard to go into, but it's difficult. Yeah.
it depends on which country you're bringing the pets from. So all it comes down to is if your country has rabies or not. If you're lucky to live in a rabies-free country, Japan is a rabies-free country, which is why it's so difficult. If you're also coming from a rabies-free country, it's quite simple to bring your pets over here. But like most countries around the world, um, they have rabies. So I'm trying to get cats over from Korea at the moment, and the process is 1 year long. So you
Oh
first
yeah,
get
it's so
them.
long.
This is for cats. I can't speak for dogs, but
For
like you'll
dogs,
get them.
it's about the same. Yeah.
Oh, Christ, you get them one rabies shot, and then you have to wait. I
Mhm.
think it was like 3 months, and then you go back, and they can get their second rabies shot after at least 3 months. So like the soonest you can do it is 3 months later, and then after that, there has to be a period of 6 months that they wait. I don't even know what this waiting period is for. It's like to make sure
You
that they didn't get rabies babies in that
Yeah,
time,
and you
or
also have to send the blood test in to like the
ah,
agriculture and
that
blah blah
took
blah.
forever. Yes, which is
That took
like
a
only
very long
located
time.
in Germany or something. There's like one in the world that they
There's one in
accept in
America. There's like
Japan.
only one in America, and it's
Oh
like
my
in
god.
like Alabama or something.
It was ridiculous. And then your cats also have to get like health checks, and the paperwork is crazy. Don't even
Hmm.
mention the paperwork. But like time wise, I think the quickest you can do it is maybe 9 months, if everything
Yeah.
goes smoothly. But it usually takes about a year, give or take. So yeah, it's just been hell, and now I can't go get them. They're finally all ready to come, but I can't travel.
Yeah, I guess that
So
answers. Someone else asked Maru. Maru is coming over, right? So
mhm,
yeah, I guess that kind of
right.
answers that. Um,
Yeah, who knows? That was the plan, to answer your question. Yeah, that was the plan, but because I can't leave Japan and come back, can't do it yet.
yet,
Hopefully one day.
yet.
Waiting
Um,
patiently.
Tyrant. This is not a serious question. I'll read it out. You don't have to answer
Okay.
it. It says, if you can sacrifice Toph to befriend another YouTuber or anyone, who would it be? I'm
No one.
irreplaceable,
Toph is like
okay?
literally my favorite.
I'm irreplaceable, all right?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Kikyo Mibu asks, after COVID, are you going to do videos with Rachel and June or Taylor together?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah. Everybody's so far away from me. Like, it's so hard to see anyone at the moment. I was lucky enough to see Michaela down in Fukuoka right before all this shit went down. I had a job down in Fukuoka and I got to see Michaela, and I was trying to make time to go see Rachel that trip as well, but the trip was so crazy that I didn't get a chance to. And yeah, now it's just been ages. I haven't seen her in so long. I'd love to go visit her. And Taylor, of course, she moved to Hong Kong, and the last time I
And
saw her was about a
thriving,
year
and
ago.
like
Which, yeah.
thriving. We love to see
Yeah,
it.
if you guys don't know Taylor, you should definitely look her up. She's amazing. Taylor R on YouTube.
Yeah, she's
But
incredible.
yeah, we actually, yeah, I made plans with Taylor to hang out like ASAP as soon as we can. I'd love to go visit her in Hong Kong. That was always on the cards. I wanted to go take a trip there. So as soon as traveling is safe and allowed again, I would love to. Totally.
The next question. How do you balance your professional life with your personal life?
I feel like I don't.
Well, that answers that. That was a quick answer.
Because my videos are kind of like just showing people my life, like just like what I'm doing. I feel like it's kind of hard to balance it because it's kind of part of it. Like when I'm vlogging, it's just like what I'm doing for the day. I guess how I balance like taking time off from YouTube, I don't really do that either. Like I'm I'm always responding to comments. Like I don't post videos that often. I only post a video once every week or sometimes 2 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling. But I'm always reading comments. Like you might notice that I reply to like a crazy number of comments. I'm constantly like scrolling on my phone to see if there's any new comments. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of always working
So what we've learned
on
today on
YouTube.
Content Crossing is that when you're a content creator, that's your whole life. You're trapped. That's it. That's it till you die.
Yeah. No, like it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not a bad thing. But
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
it's kind of, I find it really hard to turn off.
I mean, if you love what you do, then it doesn't really feel like a job.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Because like looking at comments and replying to comments is just kind of like chatting with my friends. It's not, I don't feel like it's something that I don't want to do. So I get that's why I'm doing it all the time. But on the other hand, it would be good if I learned how to be like, okay, today we're not going to look at comments. We're just going to go chill. But yeah, I don't know. I guess because I enjoy it, that's why I do it. So
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
The next question I think we answered earlier. So Freakstraw said, what made you want to be a YouTuber? But I think we talked about that earlier. So if you wanna check out the VOD or check out the video when I upload it to YouTube. But that was
it was one of the first questions, so it was quite near the beginning.
Yeah. Next question is from Milk K. They said, was there a time in your life before Neko Neko Post you wanted to open an Etsy store or just start somewhere with a platform like Etsy, or did you just take that leap of faith? And how how hard was the process of finding, this is kind of a long question, how hard was the process of finding a good manufacturer and all that jazz? And what do you have to say to younger artists that want or have thought of starting a small business? Well, I think you're not.
Yeah, so many questions. First of all, I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's more of like a curating service.
Like redistributing,
so we go out.
right?
Yeah, we go out and we pick cool stationery from the stores, package it together, and send it out to people. So there's no manufacturer involved or anything. It's basically just us going shopping for cool stuff and then sending it to people. So there was nothing in the way of having to deal with that, luckily. As for setting up an Etsy store, again, because I'm not an artist, like I'm not very good at making things. That was never really something that I had thought of doing. I'm so obsessed with watching vlogs of people that own Etsy stores and like packing their artwork. And I don't know if anybody else watches these. It's probably like a really niche video topic, but I watch them all the time. Like people drawing their art and printing it out on a sticker machine and cutting their own stickers and packing it up and sending it to people. Like I'm so obsessed with Etsy store vlogs.
People do that on Twitch too, actually.
Do they?
Yeah, I've seen streams like that.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, so like I love those and I love that vibe and I've always like wanted that life. But again, because I'm not an artist, I can't make anything myself. I never really thought that I would do something like that, but it's kind of turned out that we get to do something cool without having those art skills. So it's kind of similar. We did design a couple things. Like we didn't make the art for it, we commissioned the art, but we kind of like pieced it together and designed our own tissue paper and stickers. And we're kind of like packaging up all the stationery with like our personalized tissue paper and stuff. So we kind of get that Etsy store vibe without the art skills. So yeah, it's been cool. But it's not something that I had ever expected or thought about doing myself until recently. Hope that answers your question.
I hope so too. The next question, someone asked who your favorite Animal Crossing villager was. That was
Lolly.
Udon. And I think Lolly, right?
Yeah, Lolly.
And next after that, DX asked, how long do you give the trampoline until it breaks, and how is Pudding?
Okay, well I'm just looking over at the trampoline right now, and the leg is bent
at
about a 10-degree angle.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was jumping on it and then I got off and I looked over at the legs and I was like, I don't think it's supposed to be bent like that. And I tried to kind of warp it back, but it's so strong. The metal is so strong that I can't bend it back. So I'm scared that every time I jump on it, it's just like bending more and more in.
Rip the trampoline.
I'm gonna give it like 3 months until I have to buy another one.
How much was it?
$70.
Oh,
It's really
only
cheap.
$70? Wow.
It's super cheap. Yeah. So like if it lasts me 3 months, that's cheaper than 3 months of gym membership, so I'm happy.
Oh yeah. I think
So far, it's
$70 is like
surviving.
less than 1 month of gym membership.
Yeah, right. It's $70 here. So yeah, it's survived a month so far. I've gotten my money's worth out of it. So far, so good. But I would recommend maybe buying a higher quality one if you were thinking of getting one yourself. I kind of wanted to test it out and see if I would like it first before spending like $500.
Yeah,
on a
of
proper
course.
Yeah. And like for the $70 I paid for, it's pretty good quality besides the bending leg. But,
Also,
like,
are you, if you don't have to answer this if you don't feel comfortable, but
okay.
are you on the first floor?
No, second.
Oh my god, are you jumping on that trampoline on this?
Yeah, and like so I was so worried about that, but this trampoline is so quiet. It's so quiet. They're made for a Japanese apartment. So I originally found this trampoline in a vlog by somebody that lives in a Japanese apartment that's like, yeah, this trampoline is so good, you can use it in a Japanese apartment and it won't be noisy. And it's not at all. Like it makes zero sound whatsoever. And I asked my neighbors the first day I got it, and I had been jumping on it for like half an hour. I went down and I was like, did you hear anything noisy? Was it okay? And they said, not at all. So we're good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's tested. Tried and tested.
I was like just thinking about that. Like I was like, if she's on the second floor up, her downstairs neighbor,
oh my god, we have like the thinnest walls. Like this apartment is
all
I can hear my
apartments
neighbors peeing. I can hear all the details of the toilet. Yeah. So I was really worried about the trampoline, but honestly, it's
I
so
hope they
quiet
don't.
that
I
you
don't.
can't
I
hear
hope
it.
your neighbors don't eat curry a lot.
So far, so good. No curry experiences.
Well,
Yeah.
the next question, moving on
Moving
from
on.
that. Fiori asks, "Do you have a dream collaboration you want to do?"
Like with a YouTuber
I guess you can answer that
or
however you like. Maybe
oh
YouTube
geez.
collaboration, or maybe like a sponsorship collaboration.
Oh, so
You can
many
answer both.
choices.
You can
Oh
answer
my
both.
god. Let me think about that for a sec. Sponsorship. What would be a good sponsorship? I really only like accepting sponsorships from things I love. So there's really only like 2 sponsorships I've done for products in my entire time on YouTube.
Is there like one
Um,
that you always thought like, oh, I would love to like be sponsored by them?
hmm. I guess not really. Like, I don't really use that much stuff. I'm obsessed with skincare, and I'm so lucky to be sponsored by the skincare that I love. So that works really well for me. Other than that, like, I'm not super into makeup or anything. Maybe like a video game thing, like if Nintendo wanted to do like
Oh my god, I
an
would
Animal
cry.
Crossing sponsorship, like yeah,
Animal
that would be
Crossing, sponsor me.
like if they could just send me a box of those chocolate eggs to open and pay me for it, that would be the dream sponsorship.
I've heard they're really
Um,
strict. I heard Nintendo is like there is
in
a
Japan, yes, but overseas, I swear,
no.
all of my
I
overseas
heard
content creators get like Pokemon stuff for free just to like shout out on their Instagram and stuff.
yeah, but all the people that I know who have gotten like Pokemon stuff, they've all been
Mm.
like family friendly.
Oh, really?
So I don't know.
Okay.
I heard that they're like very strict with their like brand image.
Shit, that makes sense.
As you say
Yeah.
shit. Like
All right.
shit, family
Crossing
friendly.
that one off the dream list. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I can see why they would want to remain family friendly. As for like a YouTuber I'd want to collab with, I'm not really like I don't like collabing with people I don't know. I just like collabing with my friends. So I can't really say that there's a YouTuber I want to collab with, but I'd really like to meet Kalel, that YouTuber I mentioned earlier, because I've just been watching her for so long. It's crazy. It must be like over 10 years now.
Oh
And she still
wow.
makes videos, but I just feel like we'd really get along. She's kind of nerdy. She likes Japanese stuff. And yeah, I just think she's really cool. So I'd like to hang out with her. Maybe not collab, but I'd like to meet her one day. That would be neat. That's really the only YouTuber I watch besides those Etsy vlogs, packing vlogs.
All right, you don't watch my YouTube channel. Cool. Just I don't even upload. I barely upload on YouTube these days. It's fine. It's like, all right then, I guess this is where we end it.
Where we end the podcast.
Awkward. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think
I don't even remember what we're talking about. Oh yeah, the collab, yeah.
I think those sorry, I'm getting really choked up and emotional because you just told me that you don't watch my YouTube channel. I wish I had like sad music to play, like how could this happen to me?
Could we switch it to like a sad KK song?
I made my mistake. Wait, no, my character looks too happy. Got nowhere to run.
Oh my god.
Oh, we do have one last question. All right, this will
Okay.
be our last question. Again
Yep.
from Fiori. What's an
Uh-huh.
Animal Crossing furniture set or piece that you wish existed
Oh.
in real life?
Ooh. Oh gee, I feel like they all do exist in real life though.
I mean, there's a freaking moon item.
Oh, that's true.
Like, I mean, the moon exists, but like,
That's true.
The moon exists. But, like,
I don't use any of those I don't use any of those funky items. So I forgot they existed. That's a tough one.
For me, it would be Dolly, the creepy doll.
That totally exists though. You can get
but
a
not
doll.
like I want specifically like the dolly from
The dolly. I want that creepy peach thing where the boy like springs out.
Oh,
of it.
the Momotaro.
That's such a weird item. Yeah, like I know it's Momotaro, and I still find it creepy.
It is, yeah. It has that weird like laugh when it comes out.
Yeah, I don't know who designed that.
Oh, did I? Did I miss? Oh, there is another Animal Crossing question.
Oh, okay.
What theme is your island? Like, what kind of
Oh, so it's called Petal Cove, and I wanted to make it like Sakura themed, but they only bloom in April, so
and
the rest
last for like
of
10
the year it's
days?
just got lots of trees. Basically, just got lots of trees. Um, God, it doesn't really have an overall theme or anything. I'm just trying to make it look nice. I've got a little foresty walkway thingy that leads into a fruit grove. And what else do I have going on? The secret beach I designed kind of nicely with like a walkway leading up to it, some waterfalls.
I don't think I've seen your
Uh,
island now that I think about it.
no, I don't. We haven't been to each other's island. This is my first time at your island. So when I saw your house, I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. Yeah, we should definitely
Well,
come over.
don't watch
Mine's
my
not complete
YouTube
yet,
channel.
but
Don't watch
don't
my
visit my
Twitch. Don't
island.
visit my island.
Oh yeah, I can give you guys my dream code. How do I look that up again? Oh, I've
Oh,
got
did you save a dream code?
Yeah, I did. Would it still be the same one? I did it
I
like a couple weeks ago.
I think
Does it
it would.
expire?
No, it doesn't expire. Even if you were to
Okay.
re-upload your dream island, the
Mm-hmm.
code would stay the
Mm.
same.
Okay. I can give it to you later. Then you can put it in the description box.
Okay,
Anyone
yeah,
wants to
I'll
come
put your
check out my
dream
island.
address. I'll put the dream code in the description box. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, Fiora, you just go to a bed and like go to sleep, and then you can get your dream code that way. Any bed doesn't have to be a special bed. Yeah.
Oh,
So
apparently
yeah,
it's
you
on your
guys.
passport, but even if you opened your passport now, like we wouldn't be able to see it, so you can just give it to me afterwards, and then I'll put it in the
Yeah.
description box.
Put it in the chat. Yeah, but I spent most of my time breeding flowers, so my island isn't very nice.
I had
But I
too
do have blue
many.
roses.
I had too many flowers. That was the issue.
Yeah, I've gotten rid of them now. I'm left with a few gardens, but slowly getting there. It's getting a little prettier every day. But basically nowadays, I'm just so busy that I've just been picking weeds. When I go back, I just need to pick weeds from the 3 days that I didn't play, and that's about it. Sad times.
So
Sad
tell
times
me
on
a
my
little
island.
bit about what you do. So tell me, I don't know anything about Animal Crossing. Can you tell me what it's about? Well, I just
I
pick weeds, you know.
It's fun though. I really like the weeds. Can I just say, if you've never been to Japan, the weeds are like so realistic. That's what weeds look like in Japan.
It
Like,
is true, yeah.
They're modeled after actual weeds that grow all over the place in Japan. So if you come here during weed season, I guess like spring or summer, you'll notice that they're just like the Animal Crossing weeds, which is really
Yeah.
different from like Canada, by the way. Like we don't have these weeds in Canada. So
Animal
it's really
Crossing
cool.
is interesting because even though it's like very international and they do a lot of like
Mhm.
international holidays, at its
Mhm.
core, Animal Crossing is very influenced by Japan.
Yeah, very Japanese and very realistic. So it's really fun to walk around town and be like, wow, that looks just like Animal Crossing. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's all for our questions. We've been going for over an hour actually. We've been like an hour
Oh wow,
and 20
it went
minutes.
by so fast.
It
Oh,
went by really
seriously?
fast, yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, before we go, if you want to just let everyone know where they can find you or anything
Yeah,
new and exciting that's
sure.
coming up, of course I'm going to put it in the description box below.
Sure.
But yeah, anything.
My channel's Charmeleon on YouTube. My name's Sharla, combined with Charmeleon. So you can find me there. If you type in Sharla, it'll probably come up. And my next video will be I actually visited a farm recently and got up way too early to pick soybeans with a
Ooh.
farmer who's really famous in Yamagata for making like the best premium soybeans. So yeah, I picked soybeans with him. I stayed overnight in this really cool old farmhouse. So that'll be my next video if I can edit it in time. I took way too much footage, like hours and hours of footage because it was so much fun. I just kept like bringing my camera out. Now I've got so much footage to look through. So I might have to put something a little quicker to edit up first, but that one's coming soon.
Yeah,
So I hope
just
everyone
upload
enjoys it.
in the meantime, just upload another video of you eating white bread and like
that'll hold me over for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that'll hold you over.
Oh my god. But yeah, thanks for your questions, everyone. Thanks for listening. I had lots of fun chatting with you.
Yeah, so thank you guys everyone for watching our first ever episode
Yeah.
of Content Crossing.
Woo.
Hopefully we'll have more guests in the future, hoping to make this a monthly or bi-weekly thing. And
Yeah.
of course, Sharla, thank you so much for
Yeah, thanks for having me.
joining.
I'm very honored to be your first guest ever.
I was like
Congratulations on
nervous.
starting.
I was nervous to ask. But
Really?
yeah, I was like I said, like legit.
Even
like,
now, after 5 years. knowing each other.
Yeah, no, for real. I
Don't
was
be
like,
nervous.
like I said, this is
Of
our first.
course.
This is our first collab. I was
That's
talking about
true,
this.
though.
I was talking about this before you came in. I was saying like, you know, when I met you, I made it very clear from the beginning, like I don't want social media or anything to get in between our friendship, because
Yeah.
I always genuinely just wanted to be your friend.
Yeah.
And that's why we've never
really
done collabs
appreciate
together,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
We've,
that's true,
like I said,
but we
we've
should do
appeared in
more
each
now.
other's vlogs, but that's because we're
just
going to these
chilling.
events together,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is our first like real collab, and I was really
Yay.
nervous, but I'm glad that
5
you
years
said
later
yes.
to the day. Who would have thought it would take that long?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, thank you. And like I said, I will be putting all of Sharla's information in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube, and I will also put it in the Discord for those of you who are watching right now on Twitch. And yeah, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out my Twitch channel. I stream live on Twitch 4 to 5 days a week, do lots of Animal Crossing content. Very, very cool, close community where we like to chat a lot while playing games. So if you like that kind of content, definitely check out my Twitch channel. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, with that, we'll just sign off here. And let me face the camera.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh no, I didn't. How do I wave? Oh god.
How do I wave? You raise your hand.
You guys get this nod of agreement instead.
All right. Well, bye guys.
Bye.